Hello, young learners and busy-bodied construction builders. Today, we are going to read a story called Empty Lot to Building. So let's see what happens when an empty lot turns to something new. I wonder what you would build on an empty lot if you were a builder. From empty lot to building. An empty lot sits on the corner. What can it be? A park, a school, a store? The community needs a store, and a business owner wants to build one right here. Ooh, I see they're wearing their hard hats to protect themselves while they're on the building site. It says, business owners have to ask the city permission to build a store on an empty lot. This could take a long time and sometimes cost a lot of money. You have to get special paperwork and permits. What is it like to build a building, and who builds it? There's a lot of work to do, so let's get started. The owner hires an architect to draw the plans needed to build the store. Look at all these lines. We're looking down into where the walls are going to be, the rooms and the foundation. If you love drawing and science, architecture could be the job for you. Architects use their imagination to create buildings and then use science to make sure they will be safe and strong. I bet a lot of you could be architects. A construction crew is hired, and they'll use the plans to build the building. A blueprint is the picture and information about the building. The special paper used is either blue with white drawings or white with blue drawings. Many people work on a construction crew, and everybody has a special skill needed to build a building. Let's take a look at who's on this working crew. We have a large machine operator, a carpenter, a mason that builds the bricks up, laborers that do the heavy work of putting it together, an electrician that puts the wiring in, a plumber, so all the water and sewer lines go where they need to, a pipe fitter, and a roofer. First, the ground's made level. It also has to be strong enough to support the building. If the ground is not level, or it's not strong enough, the building could end up crooked. Let's look at this picture here. The Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy is a perfect example of the ground not being strong enough, and it leans to the side because of the planning not being on point. Once the ground is flat and the foundation is poured, most foundations are made up of cement. Do you see the cement mixer there? A cement mason must have just the right mix of cement, so when it hardens, the foundation doesn't crack. Cement is made up of limestone, clay, aluminum, and iron. It's made into a powder, and then it's mixed with sand, gravel, and water. Do you have any cement around your house? Does it feel nice and solid and strong? That's what is the foundation of most buildings. After the foundation is dry, the framers build the frame of the building. Just like us, a building has a skeleton to help hold it up. A framer uses strong materials such as wood and steel to create the walls, floors, and ceilings of a building. A contractor and crew will put in walls, windows, and doors. And now the building is starting to look like the plans in the architect crew. Electricians and plumbers install lighting, sinks, and bathrooms. The roofers finish the roof. Electricians and plumbers are skilled workers who must have a certain amount of education to do these jobs. Well, thank you. Look at all the hard workers that helped to make this idea come alive. It went from the imagination into the world with all of their hard work. Aww, and then landscape architects design the outside of the building. They plant the flowers, trees, and gardens and design walkways. And they might even install a bike rack. Finally, the store is open and it's ready for business. Oh, and it has a little photo picture gallery of some of the words that we came across. So an architect is somebody who designs the buildings and gives plans on how we build them. The community is a group of people who all live together and work near one another, kind of like we're a learning community together. The construction crew is the group of people who all work hard to make the building come alive. The foundation is the base layer that the building's built on. And levels means that it's nice and flat and even so it doesn't tilt like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And the lot is the area and piece of land that it's going to be built. Thank you for sharing that story with me. That was so exciting. I think we should try to do some building. So, if you want, let's get your toothpicks and just marshmallows. Let's see what we can build. I think if I put a marshmallow on each side, that means I'll have a point to put the next toothpick and connect it. Oh, look, now I have an angle. I have two sides joining together. I'm gonna add another one. And another angle. Let's see. Do you know this shape? Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 equal sides makes a square. And if I build a lot of squares and put them together, I can build a little structure of my own. So I hope you enjoy. Looks like my foundation was not solid. It's leaning a little bit like the Tower of Pisa. Boop. I hope you have a joyous time creating and building, and I wonder what shapes and structures you might make. I love seeing your imaginations come to life, and I can only imagine the wonderful engineering and creativity you're going to put into it. All right, happy discoveries, my young learners. Until we meet again, happy learning.